Hey, guess what? Lincoln Riley finally fired Alex Grinch.
This is the Slater Report podcast.
Conference playoff is the title of today's episode. It is Monday, November 6th. I got a good show for y'all. It's Championship November. Let's go jump right in to what the what conference playoffs has for us, starting with the Big 12. Let's look at it. I know it's unofficially a playoff in the conference, but we had a little impact or little elimination game for you. But yeah, there's a 5-way tie for first place in the Big 12 heading into Saturday. We got Oklahoma versus Oklahoma State. Yeah, Bedlam, the very last Bedlam for the future. They get the win at home, 27-24, Oklahoma State. And then K-State goes to overtime with Texas. Boy, did they struggle in that first half, but they found a way to come back into that game. Texas had a lot of turnovers, a lot of offensive problems, and their defense could not get it done. But field goal winner for Texas in overtime, 33-30. And then my Big 12 championship prediction as of right now, if the season ended today, it would be OSU versus Texas in the Big 12 championship game. But the door's still open. Oklahoma and Kansas are still in the picture. The only team eliminated this week in the Big 12 was Iowa State. Now, on to the Pac-12. I mean, it really wasn't much of a playoff, per se. It's really more of, one game really makes a statement, and then the other team basically climbs up. Washington eliminates USC from the Pac-12 championship game, and, well, guess what? Yes, because of that, Alex Grinch got fired. I'll talk more about that later on in the rest of the show. Yeah, and, Caleb Williams was apparently a crybaby to his mom, I guess. Anyway, okay, and then we got Arizona beat Chip Kelly's UCLA team. They're a good team. Arizona is like the dark horse, the Pac-12. All of a sudden, they look really good right now. What a big upset. Arizona, they had too many losses earlier in the season that they don't have a shot at the Pac-12 championship, but they do look like, if they were the Big 12 this year, I think they have a shot. Yeah, I think they really do, but there's only 3 games left in the regular season. But, yeah, I got Washington and Oregon for the Pac-12 championship game as of right now. Now, let's head on to the SEC. Yeah, this was quite a playoff right here for the SEC. Missouri versus Georgia, the 2 top teams in that division. And then LSU and Alabama, the 2 top teams in their division. Well, Georgia ends up getting a decent win. Missouri hanging in, giving Georgia a hard time, but Georgia ended up being the better team. Also, LSU had multiple chances to be in this game. They were actually not too bad in this game, but there was a little, I say, not much of a dirty hit. It was much of a clean hit. It was more of Alabama landing on LSU's quarterback. He's in concussive protocol, and that's when, LSU doesn't have a quarterback anymore, or a decent quarterback, so Alabama kind of took over the game, won 42-28. Making Georgia and Alabama the SEC championship game for now. We got some college hoops tonight. College basketball starts back up tonight. 9 o'clock on TNT. Yeah, TNT and True TV are both doing college basketball this year, which is interesting. Earlier today, True TV did Georgia and Oregon. So really, it's nice to see that the March Madness broadcasts are actually getting some regular season games, which is kind of nice. All right, I'll talk more about my prediction for that later on, but let's get to the 2-minute drill. Let's start off with Florida State. How did Florida State do against Pitt? Not bad. Not bad. Not good. But they won 24-7. A little close, but yeah, win. But Texas A&M and Ole Miss, no defense whatsoever in this game. Ole Miss wins 38-35. And then Notre Dame just could not do anything. Sam Hartman had a horrible time controlling the ball, finding momentum. I think he finally found something late in the game, but it was too late. I'm sure Freeman would have something to say. We ran out of time or something. But Devils, we know, gets the win, 31-23. Big upset for Clemson. And then Colorado, hanging in with Oregon State. I think they might have had a chance to win this game. But Oregon State just showed up late in the second half, won 26-19. And the other part of the Big 12 playoff, Kansas beat Iowa State 28-21 and continues to climb. And Kansas still has a shot at the Big 12. All right, and then now we got some points. Michigan beat Purdue 41-13. Oregon on here once again, 63-19 over California. And Penn State over Maryland, 51-15. Tennessee, 59-3 over UConn. Tennessee actually has probably their best defensive performance they've had all season long. Utah beating Arizona State, 55-3. And North Carolina finally having a complete game over Campbell, 59-7. All right. Well, I beat that by 10 seconds. Usually I go over, but I guess I'll use my last 5 seconds to promote. Watch Down and Distance tomorrow for your full Week 10 recap, because I didn't talk about all the games, and I will talk about all of them tomorrow. All right. Let's jump into some USC news. Yes, the Trojans defense. Let's talk about this. You heard me. My opening statement. Lincoln Riley fired Alex Grinch. Did you know that his defense has allowed over 100 points in the last 2 games? Yikes. That is terrible. That is terrible. How do you do that? And the thing is USC's been scoring that many points as well, almost over 40 points a game, and they still lost 3 games. Yeah, I can see why Caleb Williams is crying with his mom, because he poured his heart out. I mean, he probably hadn't had the Heisman season as everyone thought he would have, but he's still a great quarterback. He is doing amazing things. It's that defense that did not help at all. Weird. Also, here's another fun fact about Lincoln Riley. This is also the second time that he's fired a defensive coordinator under his head coaching career. He did fire Mike Stoops when he was at Oklahoma right after he lost to Texas. Now, here's the thing. That defense, I actually think that Mike Stoops' defense, wasn't the best, but it was better than what Alex Grinch did. It looked kind of similar, giving up the same amount of point. But here's my question. I think the problem is Lincoln Riley. His offense is known for scoring fast, quick, and productive. That's Lincoln Riley's motto is offense. But with the way his offense plays, means that his defense is going to be on the field for a lot longer. Means that his defense does not get rest. And that's the problem. The problem isn't Alex Grinch. Yeah, his defense was bad. But Lincoln Riley never gave him a chance. He never slowed the ball down. He had a hard time killing clock. He just could not do things to help out his defense at all. The offense has got to help the defense out at some point. It's a team game. Lincoln Riley is just all offense. Yeah, it works. Most of the time, but you got to slow down and let your defense get a chance. This is on Lincoln Riley for this, and USC got to keep an eye on this. All right. It's now time for 10 memes. Week 10. Our first one. Yeah, here is this is Big 10 football right here. Yeah, you saw that Washington and USC score? Yeah, same sport. Look at the halftime in Iowa and Northwestern. 0-0 at halftime. Also, yeah, the offensive coordinator said before the game, or in between halves at halftime, he was asked, one question. What is something that you need to do to change? He said, focus on scoring points. Duh. That's your main job. No wonder why he is got 0 points, and this is last year at Iowa. And also, an Iowa fan is just happy they're 7-2. It's not pretty. It wasn't the best, but yeah. I wouldn't put that up. It's not great to be Iowa, but there are a lot of teams that would love to have a 7-2 record. Yeah. Yeah, imagine imagine scoring 10 points and win the game. Alright, and then here we go. Here's a CBS little trivia question for you. When was the last time Georgia, Missouri, Alabama, and LSU were all ranked in the top 15 in the same week? Well, it was October 13th, 2013. And guess what? Missouri and Georgia played that same week, and Missouri won. Missouri almost did it again. They seriously had a chance to pull off the upset, do it again, but they just could not stop Georgia late in that game. They had a chance. They blew it, though. They blew it. You want to know who also blew it? ESPN app. Those technical graphic guys, whatever they do. Yeah, you see it right here. Ohio State scores a touchdown. Yeah, so they really should have 14 points. The ESPN app gave them 1 point. So even though that touchdown should have given the lead, ESPN was like, nope, you're still trailing. We're just going to give you 1 point. Not even possible to score 1 point in college football. And also, Arkansas probably had the best social media post this week. Yeah, they beat Florida in overtime, 39-36, and their social media team, punching a gator or kicking a gator, an alligator. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. And then for the second straight week, Oklahoma goes down in an upset, and the home team rushed the field, tours down the field goal post, and throws it in their local pond. Tennessee move right there, I guess. And then, who wants pizza? Yeah, you seen it in the XFL all spring. They're like, oh yeah, the tall beer tower or whatever. But apparently in college football, they do pizza boxes. Seriously, how many pizzas did they order? And then here's probably the pick of the week. Yeah, at the end of the game, Washington scores basically their game-winning touchdown. Here's Alex Grinch's face. I am so getting fired after this game. Yeah. Yep. And then, I think this was UNLV. Yeah. Look how many points they scored. And, they go, welcome Connor Stalin, probably. That's gotta be probably the pick of the week. Very likely there, yeah, considering how many points they have, he very likely gave them their play calling and play signals. Yeah, hilarious. Alright, here's something I normally don't talk about because it's usually a horrible game that I predict, but, yeah. I'm time to talk about the joke of the week. Jacksonville State, South Carolina. Yeah, I had a feeling I would be talking about this game on here. I did pick it as joke of the week. I had South Carolina winning this game. So, do I finally have my first loss? Well, let's find out. The end of the first quarter, South Carolina's up 14-7. Then we go to halftime. They're still up 21-14. Jacksonville State's still in this game. They're hanging on. But they come out of halftime and put on a show. They're tied at 28 at the end of the third quarter. But guess what? Spitzer Rattler's not having it. We go to the fourth quarter. The defense gets stops. The offense finds ways to score. They win 38-28. And my undefeated joke game of the week continues for 2 straight years. We got college basketball tonight. Kansas State versus number 21 USC, 9 o'clock tonight on TNT. It's going to be a good game. I have not even paid any close attention to college basketball at all. Not even recruiting. I've been all college football, so I have no idea if how these two teams will play or who's even playing. But yeah. Bring up my my pick graphic. If I were to pick a winner in this game, I'm likely gonna go with the higher ranked seed. So yeah, put me on USC winning this game. All right, thank you all for watching. But yeah, we got Down and Distance tomorrow night. And then Wednesday at 1 o'clock, it's debatable. The new CFP ranking, is Ohio State still going to be number 1? And how far is Oklahoma going to fall? How far is Kansas going to go up with that win? And where is Oklahoma State going to go? We'll find out all on Tuesday night, and I'll react to it Wednesday at 1. That's all I have for this week's episode of the Slater Report podcast. I'll see you guys next week, same time. Thank you all for watching.
This is the Slater Report Podcast.